Live?
Live.
Okay.
We are live.
Everybody, sorry for being so late. 2 o'clock came so fast.
We are only how many minutes late?
Oh, I don't
7.
think I put a blurb on
Oh,
I'll add that later.
yeah. The blurb is, this has been a very hectic Monday morning. It's Cyber Monday.
Okay. So, I don't have a joke for you, but I thought it'd be cute because it's Patrick's favorite part of the 12 days is coming up with everybody's little tease.
Yes.
Or hint as to what
Is in the package, yes.
Well, gifts, but you buy them.
Yes.
So we'll backtrack and we'll do day 1,
Which was yesterday.
which was yesterday. So here it is.
Woohoo! Is that a cute? And it even says day 1 on
It
there.
does. So Patrick's hint.
This is so weird.
This one cracks me up. This gift will have you seeing pink with joy. Hopefully you stay that way so you don't hurt somebody with it.
Gisela, you haven't missed a thing. We were late getting started.
So, with that being said, this gift is normally $16.99. It's 20% off for $13.59.
Whoa.
And I did not put it online today. But if you type in day 1, you'll find it.
Yes.
I will put it up after live.
Yeah,
I kinda thought about this
we
after
got
the fact.
really.
So, day 1. Again, this gift will have you seeing pink with joy. Hopefully you stay that way so you don't hurt somebody with it.
I don't.
I didn't already know what it is. I would be like, what?
I know. I
But
from the.
I would be like super like intrigued.
Mhm.
Okay?
And everyone who does any type of sewing needs one.
Yes. Yes.
Day 2?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Here is our day 2 gift. It does say it, but it says it on the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Our little teaser hint. This gift will protect all of your most precious works of art and try and keep you organized at the same time. We could have used this in high school.
Try that again. I have to, yeah.
This gift will protect all of your most precious works of art and try and keep you organized at the same time. We could have used this in high school.
Okay.
This gift is 20% off, originally $22.99, on sale for $18.39. So,
Coberlay says that was easy because she's hurt herself before. Oh, okay.
well,
Shh. Have to keep it a secret, Linda.
so again, I will put those up on as an individual gift on today's
yes.
products. I was gonna say projects, but that's wrong. Okay. So I do have a couple of announcements. Tomorrow was going to be our Ditty Bag class with Kate, the Bayani project. That has been postponed a month to January 7th. Okay?
So you'll all get moved over.
Yes. I think Kate's already reached out to people, but just in case you missed it.
Yes.
Or forgot. January 7th. Tomorrow. Lots of phone calls happened this morning.
Oh my.
So tomorrow we are hosting a, it can be hands-on, but you could just watch, a Munch and Punch. Try to say that 100 times
Yeah,
today.
Munch and Punch, which, yes.
So it is a tutorial led by Kim, from Kimberbell, to give us tips and tricks and show us how to do her new needle punch. So we are hosting that in the Littleton store, the Thornton store, and on Zoom from 2 to 4 tomorrow. And it is a $20 class unless you have purchased one of the punch needle kits from Above and Beyond.
Yes.
So I do believe that the people who have purchased those kits have been contacted. Obviously, you don't have to have purchased one if you're just interested in it to see kind of what it's all about. You can definitely sign up for that. All 3 of those ways to take that class are available online to sign up. And then again, that would be $20. But say you took the class, then you kind of decide, well, this is totally for me, because why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
And you decide you want to purchase a kit, then we'll work that $20 that you put in towards the class towards your kit.
Yes. Okay. And Kate says the days are all up. And yes, Peggy, we are still doing show and tell tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, so we are, I don't see anything else that isn't already answered.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
All right, let's do one manager special because, of course, we have
two manager specials.
And of course, it's perfect for me to do this today because of my obsession. So
because you are a little obsessed with this.
I will, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a really, really, really cute patriotic gnome bundle.
Look at that.
So these little cute gnomes with these
patriotic
party
4th of
hats.
July.
I love the bunting that says
party.
We got fireworks, hearts, popsicles, a wagon of firecrackers. That's
nice.
Okay.
Oh, there's 2 gnome fabrics.
Yes, and then this one has a cute polka dotted background and then some blenders. So for the first person, this bundle is going to be $25 instead of the $27.50.
And I'm not seeing any. Are we on yours or?
No, we're on a bundle.
Okay, good.
To snag that bundle. Okay.
So $25, ladies, for this bundle.
Kind of brings us back to our old pricing.
It does.
The price of our fabric.
Yes, we have the volume at its loudest.
Okay. So, well, you're kind of blocking the microphone. But...
Well, I'm kind of trying not to.
Okay. Today we are going to stitch out the demo December file.
Okay.
Again, I have put it onto that wreath pillow. So I'm going to...
Loretta Colon wants the bundle.
Okay. So I am going to stitch it onto my center block for that pillow. And then I will stitch the pillow together as live on Friday.
Oh, okay.
So, Kimberbell shows it on their folding storage leather tote. That's a lot of words, and I never remember which order they go in. But their new...
The foldy thing.
Their new storage tote blanks. So, and I think Amanda did a project with you guys last week on those totes, so you kind of get the gist of how to stitch on those. But we're gonna do it on a piece of fabric today. So I have a 9-inch square because I'm gonna trim it down. But you need 4 little scrap pieces. We have our red polka dot, our dark teal, our minty teal, and our diagonal plaid. So those are the 4 fabrics that you need for the demo December file. Okay. What's really nice is that when you get said files, you get your crosshairs design. Okay. So I have that and then the house file layered together.
Okay. Ladies, sorry, Gisela is the first one. I missed it. So Loretta, I'm sorry.
Okay, so because the background fabric is white, I'm sorry, I am going to stitch these crosshairs in white.
In white, yes.
Okay, but I just have some mesh in my hoop. You can do this in a 5x7, which is perfect.
Okay.
Okay, and we're gonna stitch out our crosshairs. While that's stitching out, I'm going to take my 9-inch block and I'm just going to give myself a crease by folding it in half one way, opening it up, a crease, going the other way.
And you're just finger pressing.
Yep, just to give myself its own crosshairs, I guess. All right, and I'm going to keep it folded one way. And line up that fold on our horizontal line here. But I'm also eyeballing the other fold that I made here to line up with this line.
Okay.
And once it's all lined up, I'm going to hold it in place and flip my other side down. Okay. And then just kind of make sure it all stayed straight. Now, this next step that it shows is actually for our tote blanks.
Okay.
So with us doing it on fabric, I'm going to skip that one. Okay. And it's going to stitch out a placement line for our house fabric, which the lower part of the house.
Okay.
Not the roof. And this is going to be our minty green fabric. And I do want to tack it down. I don't know where our Kimberbell threads went. So.
Right. We are not doing live tomorrow. We are doing the Munch and Punch tomorrow.
Okay. So this stitch, once it's decorative, is not a satin stitch. So I want to make sure I tack it down with the color that I am going to do my decorative stitching in, which also happens to be the color of my fabric. All right, so we're going to tack this down.
A tack and a trim? I don't know. I heard it.
Okay, and then we're going to trim out or trim away our extra fabric here. Okay, and then it's going to do our decorative stitching and some vines.
Okay.
For the leaves and stuff, or the holly that comes out of the chimney.
This is such a cute little house.
Super cute.
You could use this on so many things.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it'd be super cute for
tea towels
or an apron.
Yes.
Obviously a pillow, because that's just a great idea.
Yeah.
Here is...
Okay, Lori, if it did not include the fabric kit, that's our bad. So we will make sure that you get one of those.
The pillow kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a first batch that these weren't ready, so they did not get included.
We just put the ultra soft fusible on the back of the white.
Yeah, and I did that because I like the little bit of plush. You could just put like fusible backing on the back. It will definitely lessen the bulk that's in there as well.
Lori, absolutely. We'll get one sent down there. They might even have an extra one down there right now. Okay, but we will definitely put one in the transfer for you.
All right, so again, it's just going to do some little leaves that are popping out of the chimney.
Okay, where do they find the free design? Well, we tried to send, you should have them in your Kimberbell.
So the demo December, we had people sign up when we kind of announced it. If you had not signed up prior to this last Friday, you just need to put in the comments that you want the files, and we will get them emailed to you.
All right, for all of you ladies that are signing or asking, what are we making? We are making the house center part of the pillow for demo December. And how much is the Munch and Punch? If you have purchased one of the punch kits from us for Kimberbell, the class is free. Otherwise, it's a $20 class.
Okay, so I'm going to put white back on because we're going to do our chimney, and our chimney is in a whitish kind of fabric.
Okay, I'm not sure if we have a snowflake one right now, but the snowflake punch kit, we'll get your name written down for it.
These are available too, just the applique or just those fabrics, $1.50.
Okay, and these little kits are available for $1.50 if you want more. What did you say, Matt?
I don't see any snowflakes over here.
Okay.
Okay, and then, so we have this tiny little piece for our chimney.
They're wanting us to tell them all the thread colors.
So, to be honest, I would have used the Kimberbell, but our Kimberbell basket of threads disappeared. I don't know where they went. So,
We're just kind of winging it, but they're matching really well. They're basically Floriani. The green is Floriani PF 219.
All right, so I'm going to trim our little chimney out.
All right, Linda, I don't know how many totes you got, but we'll get those for you.
Okay, and again, this isn't a satin stitch, so I didn't tack it down in any crazy color.
That's such a cute chimney.
Isn't he cute?
I love him.
So we are going to do our decorative stitch here.
And you're back to just white now.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of colors used on. Well,
No, just
a few.
4, 5 maybe.
4 or 5, something like that, yeah. Do you want to do this, or do you have a longer stitch out?
Yeah, I'll have a longer stitch out.
Okay.
Okay, then we're going to do a placement line for our roof, which is our Caribbean Sea fabric.
Ooh. This is such a nice, quick stitch out.
Yeah, it is pretty quick. Okay, so we're going to cover that. This is a satin stitch, so I'm just going to leave the white on for the sake of being lazy. And this will get 100% covered up.
Okay, right now we do not have the snowflake kits here. I do not know what Littleton has in stock, if any. But we can definitely get them on order if we're out.
And then this is where I go, oh, of course, because I totally could have just put the blue one because the next color is the blue.
The blue, yes. But you're just going to trim right now.
Yes, and then change my color.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so put this back on the machine. And I am using, and I think this might be a little too bright, but we're going to go with it. Because I definitely would have preferred the Kimberbell color.
And what color is that? That's an
This
Isacord.
is an Isacord 4410.
Okay. Let's see what it looks like. You might really like it.
We'll see, I guess. We shall see. All right, and it's going to do a satin stitch on the peak of our roof. Okay, you want to do the other one?
Sure.
Okay, so to go along with our patriotic gnomes, we also have another manager special of Valentine gnomes. So this one's really cute too. So we've got a Cupid gnome.
Have you ever seen a gnome that you don't like?
Not really.
Okay.
Gnomes with a balloon. So super cute. And then we have this Valentine mail, looks like stamps. And some conversation hearts with the black background and a red background and some blenders. So
Okay.
again, $25
$5
for the first one who wants the gnome bundle.
Okay, Loretta wants this one.
Okay.
Sorry, I messed up on the other one, Loretta.
Oops, I did that backwards.
She won't care. Well, Jolie, we're glad that you made it in Saturday.
Yeah, that was awesome to see you and your mom. Okay. And then stir them. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to put a red on. This is 190 in Floriani to do our little door.
Okay. Linda, we will go back through this for you folks who didn't, you ladies who did not get the design, and we'll get them emailed out to you.
Okay, yeah, so just make a comment and we'll go back through and read them all and issue the design to those
Who did not get their designs.
All right, so there's our little door placement line. We're going to trim this little sucker here. I don't like it.
If you had signed up, am I correct here? Correct me. If you had signed up before the end of...
Before Friday.
Before last Friday,
morning.
yes. Then you would have gotten them in an email. If you signed up after that, then we've been trying to email them out to you directly.
Well, yeah, we emailed them all out directly. They didn't
Well, I
come
did,
from
yeah.
Kimberbell.
No, they did. None of them came from, we've been doing them individually.
Yeah.
How's that?
I think they came from Kate. Because most people have Kate's. So it's
Okay.
least likely to show up in like...
Well,
a
check and
box.
see if you got them, Julie.
Okay. So we trimmed out our little
Oh, door.
door.
Those are big pieces that
Well,
you
yeah.
got.
Well, Kimberbell, was always really generous.
I know, ginormous.
Okay, so then I'm going to put my white back on. We're going to put the white back on, and it's going to do the little scallopy thingy on
The
the roof
scallopy thingy.
and our window.
Okay. Sherry, if you just comment, this is for the demo December. So if that's what you guys are missing,
And you do want to sign up for it sooner rather than later because
Yes.
after December 31st,
It's
there
gone.
is a fee for the design. You
Yeah,
can
for
purchase
free.
it from Kimberbell. But
Yeah.
now, because you guys are watching us stitch it out and da-da-da-da, you get the design for free. So definitely partake
Yeah.
now. If you just barely
Christine
even think
says
you
that
want it,
she
then
got
you'll
hers
want it.
from Kate. So
Perfect.
it is a really cute design. And like we said, you could use this on a lot of different things. Pot holders, towels, pillows. Oh,
Yes, obviously. I think that's a grand idea.
wonder who came up with that one. Pillows. Rock stars. Yes, Linda, you can still get it, so we'll add your name to our list as we go through this.
So, if you are doing it the way that I'm doing it, and you're creating the pillow, this block is a 9-inch block. We will trim it down after the embroidery is done. So, alternatively, which is actually what I did with the pieced pillow, was because I didn't have the files yet, is I created the whole top and then embroidered it in the center
Okay.
afterwards. But this works too. This just means I don't have to stitch it out 3 times.
Yes, Roberta, you should get the email if you bought the pillow kit.
Well, if she told us she wanted the design.
True.
Not everybody who's, because some
Yeah.
people might not put the embroidery in there, so the kit is available for those who don't want to do the embroidery as well. But yeah, just if you want the designs, just let us know.
There's sunshine here in Denver today. I love it.
A little windy. I still see the flaggy things going a little bit.
Yeah, a little breeze, but not so bad.
I need to go grocery shopping tonight.
Really?
Oh yeah, after my kids being here, I have.
Oh
no
yeah,
food
you have
in my
no
house.
food.
I do have some leftovers of my cracked chicken.
Do you? I still
But not very
have.
much.
Yesterday, because Tammy and Melody came over and we decorated, I made potato soup.
Oh.
And I was going to make bread. I was just getting ready to put bread in. And they got here and they had a loaf of French bread. And so I just didn't make the bread.
What kind of bread do you make?
Just a white bread. I do it in the bread machine. That's just a white. Roberta, are you talking about the little embroidery pattern? Are you talking about the pillow pattern? Oh, turkey soup. That sounds good too, but I only have one little piece of turkey left.
Okay, so this is the part where I go with this teal because it's gonna go around our window, give us a frame around the window, which is great. But it's also gonna do the little leaves at the bottom with our plants. So I might stop it and change it to a green. So
Maybe.
I'm gonna do this part,
But
around
it
the
isn't
window.
bad. This goes with the color scheme, except that it doesn't go with your pillow color scheme. So,
Let me see if I find a green.
you know, I just thought of something. Is this what you were looking for?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, it was in my Santa bag. I feel like I've seen it, but it was just in the weirdest spot that I saw it.
Your pillow instructions will be on Friday. Yeah. So it's Friday, Roberta. Cindy's going to do the pillow on Friday.
Okay, so I am going to stop the machine. I am going to change my thread.
We're going to a green.
Yes.
This is a nice thing. You
I'm gonna
can't stop.
try color 201.
Okay.
See how I like it.
We've got a little string there.
Yeah. I'm not sure whose house this machine came from. All right, we're going to see how we like this. We might not, but it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or we might.
Oh, that's a good idea, Rosie. I stripped my bones down so much that there was very little left. I could have done that, though. She says she cooks down her bones, and that's a good idea. Maybe I'll try that next time. I was so tired that I just wanted to get the bird in the trash.
Get the kitchen clean.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm going to trim this. Then,
What do you want?
well, it does the minty color next.
Okay.
It doesn't. Well, maybe that was supposed to be the mint color. Okay. Well,
Hold, please. We're making color design choices here as we go.
So it's going to do bigger leaves down here and then go up here to do our bigger leaves in the chimney. So we're going to have different colors all over the place.
All right. Well, you know, it's
one of the great things about embroidery. You know,
there's no right or wrong.
I do the mini quilts class, and I have one gal that comes in, and I told her that she didn't have to follow the thread colors that Kimberbell, and she's like, what? And lo and behold, man, we started something.
Uh-oh. Are they pretty wild now?
Not necessarily wild, but
definitely different.
Different than, you know.
Yeah.
And I love it. I think I like the green.
Which green?
Just having the green rather than mint.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying here on this.
So there's little mint ones.
So Cindy made this mint and darker teal, and now she's doing green.
Yeah, so the bottom ones will be 2 different greens, and then I guess mint and a green.
Rosie says her husband doesn't trim close to the bone because he knows he'll use it. Or she'll use it. Good idea.
At least you got him trained really well.
Yeah. I really stripped my carcass down because Scraps went home to 4 different houses. So.
I'm going to try to stretch it that way.
Yeah.
I don't think the jump stitch is selected in our settings because it's not doing it.
It doesn't look like it. But I used all the rest of my ham. I had a little bit of ham left, and that went in the potato soup yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is what I brought for lunch, but it's still back there.
Oh.
Because I ate my...
Well, you'd rather have...
I ate my pumpkin pie.
Sweets.
I ate my pumpkin pie at 11:30. And then it got to be 2 o'clock before we realized it was 2 o'clock. So I'll eat my potato soup for dinner tonight.
I love potato soup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really make soups very often because Marshall doesn't.
Oh, I like turkey all the time. Yeah, Ann says she's a one-day turkey gal. No.
Oh, no. I'm a no turkey day kind of gal.
And you're no turkey. But you like chicken.
Yeah.
You just don't like the turkey. Okay.
I think my mom ruined turkey for me, to be honest.
Why is that?
Because it wasn't very good.
Oh.
Luckily, I know she doesn't watch live, so.
Yeah. I have to say my turkey was so juicy and
I thought
moist.
it was so cute that day where Cora was in here. She's just like, I just so much more prefer your ham because I don't like your turkey.
Well, then she said, I said, Cora, really? She says, well, it's not that I don't like your turkey, Grandma, but I like your ham so much better.
Oh, that was so cute.
And she's about the only one now in my house that will eat the cranberry sauce. She likes cranberry sauce. She likes to dip her turkey in cranberry sauce.
Right. We made a trip to the store to get cranberry sauce. Okay, I'm going to trim all these threads because, oh my gosh. And then we're going to put our red back on to...
Oh, there really are jump stitches. Okay.
Go around our door.
Okay.
I don't think all these jump stitches were here when I did the first one.
Doesn't. Well, if they were, you really did a darn good job trimming them. I can see that, kind of. My neck is getting tired from going up and down, in case you wondered.
This is where the Kimberbell sharp snips would be great.
Well, turkey enchiladas sounds pretty good, too.
I could probably be down for some turkey enchiladas.
Yeah. If you want to bring some in, Patty, we'll be glad to try them.
Is this a new thing for you?
Well, she said their day after meal is to make turkey enchiladas. I like that.
I've been making enchiladas lately. I had never done it before.
Oh, really?
And
I make a lot of chicken enchiladas.
we had some I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I think they turned out pretty darn good. But I think enchiladas are hard to mess up, so. Okay, I have to say I like the 2 greens. These are super cute. So, if you want to copy me, these are color number 201 and 243.
Okay.
Okay.
And these are Floriani colors.
Super cute. Okay.
And you know, I like them because they blend in with your pillow kit a little more. Just saying.
See, I don't mind the teal with the green. I really
Okay.
don't.
Well, I don't mind it. I just said they blend a little more.
Okay, putting the red back on, we're going to do our satin stitch around the door.
Okay. Oh, that's a cute satin stitch too.
Yeah. It's got satin, but then like a top stitch on
Yeah,
it.
top stitch on it.
And then, once the door is done, it's going to do the little berries in our plants.
Okay.
And vines and stuff, okay?
I just don't know what other foot it would be, so.
You know, Cora did helped with making cranberries. Terry said that her granddaughter helped make the cranberry sauce, and she likes hearing the pop as they cook.
My sister made, I don't know if they're called candied cranberries, but, well, to make it kid-friendly, she soaked the cranberries overnight in orange juice and Sprite.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been orange juice and, like, Prosecco.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Overnight. Then you drain that and toss them with powdered sugar.
Really?
And then you bake them at like 200 for like 5 minutes just to kind of like evaporate a little bit some of the moisture. And then they were really yummy. The recipe I found after she did it recommended putting them in the fridge afterwards, but I don't think she did that though. But they were really good.
So
And
it
the
wasn't
longer
a
you waited
sauce.
to eat them, no, the longer you waited to eat them, the more tart they became.
Oh, I would like that.
Yeah, they were pretty darn yummy. And
Would
I didn't
you-
expect them to like pop like a grape.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't know that's what she had done and everything. And so yeah.
We just do the water and sugar together in a boil and then put the cranberries in till they pop open and then run them through the sieve and make a
Yeah.
sauce.
No, this wasn't a sauce. This was like a.
That sounds
you put it
really
in a bowl
good.
And you grab a handful and you pop it in your mouth.
Evelyn says that recipe is all over TikTok and everyone
I think
is
that's
making
probably
them.
Where
Okay.
She found it, yeah.
Well, it sounds good.
They were pretty good.
There's just not many people in my family that like cranberries.
No.
Oh, I do. I like cranberry bread.
Muffins.
Mm-hmm.
I like juice.
Can we turn the jump stitch on? Will that help?
We're almost done at this point.
Look at
We're
that.
just gonna do the letter.
You can see I don't watch TikTok, so.
Well, we know what I'll be doing for a while after this project's done.
Yeah, we do. Trim and jump stitches. Somehow our machine didn't get set to trim jump stitches today, so
I don't really remember them being there
before.
before.
It doesn't look like they were. There's
maybe.
just one here.
And
And
that might
one
be
there.
the first one, and that might be the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. I am gonna trim this big one because we're gonna stitch over this.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do some lettering and give our windows some separation here.
Okay.
So I'm going to put black on. The lettering is a big enough stitch that you don't need to use the thin thread. You
Okay.
don't need to use like the 80 weight or anything.
Do we need a black bobbin this time?
Nope.
Okay.
I didn't do that either. It worked just fine.
Oh, cranberries in the dressing. Okay.
So my dad normally makes stuffed mushrooms,
Okay.
and uses like the stuffing to put in the mushrooms. So they're like stuffed stuffing mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
Right? Well, this time he didn't do that. He made this really yummy onion and breakfast sausage like concoction.
He is so good at making
He
up
so is.
concoctions.
He really is. And they were so good. So good.
We didn't do any fancy concoctions. We just had pretty much a straight old, our traditional kind of.
So much food. Then on top of that, we made fudge.
And I never got to even taste it.
That kitchen never got a break. That day. Yep. My sister and I kind of passed the torch on to my daughter. Okay.
Well, Barb,
you this year.
if we're making you hungry, what are you having for dinner? Since you're in Florida.
That's a great question. Yeah, what are you having? I need ideas.
I'm doing potato soup, I know.
Yeah. I don't have that at the ready.
I could send what I've got home with you. I've still got more at
That would
home.
mean leaving Marshall to fend for himself.
Oh. Well, he could have peanut butter like you did for lunch.
No,
Or was that your breakfast
that
this
was my
morning?
breakfast.
Gotcha.
I mean, probably at lunchtime.
Yes.
But that was, yeah,
You know, watching this not cut jump stitches, I remember when my first embroidery machine, it didn't cut jump stitch. No. We trimmed everything. Oh, pork chops and potatoes with green beans. Can you wait till Cindy and I get down there, Barb?
right?
We'll be there. I haven't done pork chops for a while. Need to do that.
I did this like creamy. I made some pretty good pork chops a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Well, anything
This
creamy is
sauce
good.
with bacon and,
Okay. Oh, Barb's going to wait for us.
okay, perfect.
Or could you just bring it up to us? We'll meet you halfway, something like that.
It also stitches out a doorstep.
Okay. Well, every door needs a doorstep.
Of course.
So if the phones are ringing here in Thornton, just be patient. Matt's here by himself watching the floor and helping customers. And we'll get phones answered and messages retrieved here real soon.
Okay, so last step is to put our white on to do our white lettering. And I'm going to trim that one black
I was
thread.
going to say that one might want to get trimmed off.
He's in the way.
And Ray is having turkey soup with homemade bone broth from turkey bones with homemade noodles. Homemade noodles. Oh my gosh. Haven't made those forever.
I had a friend that we went over to her house, I think it was the day after New Year's, and made raviolis from scratch. Those
Okay.
were fun.
Christine, sorry, weird question, but are there directions for the final sew out of Mystery 54? I thought those got put up last week on Friday, but we will check. Kate, if you're still on, can you check that?
And even this lettering is small enough that you
Yeah.
really don't need a thin thread either.
No. I like it a little heavier. I'm afraid it wouldn't show up as much.
Right, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
too.
Thank you. We'll see if we can't get those directions put up, guys. And again, Cindy will be sewing the pillow out on Friday. So the pillow directions will be up on Friday live. And do you want to talk to him again about tomorrow? Just because we've had some latecomers?
So tomorrow we are hosting a fun class that is called the Munch and Punch. So it is going to be taught by Kim, and it will be a tutorial and tips and tricks on the new Kimberbell punch needle.
Okay.
So it's going to be from 2 to 4, so it will take place of our live, but it won't be on Facebook. The virtual one will be placed on Zoom, and then we will also watch it in person and participate that way in each store as well. So 2 to 4 Mountain Time. It is a $20 class unless you've purchased a punch needle kit from us, and then that fee will get waived. And then if you want to take the class but haven't purchased a kit, then you just it's a $20 fee, and then say you absolutely love it, which I can't see why you wouldn't.
Because it is fun.
They are super cute. And if you decide that you do want a kit later on, then we'll just do the $20 from your class fee towards your
Okay. And Roxy is wondering if we can show on the machine where you turn on and off the jump stitch.
So,
Let me get over here so they can see. Get cuddly.
so you do have options for that in your
Menu.
settings, right?
I believe so.
I only have about 4 back there, so I guess just call when you want to see if we do, and I can just check.
Machine. Please hold while I scroll through every page imaginable.
Embroidery.
Or is it only in
I think it-
retention?
Okay, let's go right there. I think that's jump stitch. Trim jump stitch.
Oh, and color trim.
Yeah, but trim jump stitch.
So it might have already been there, because since it's a it's not one that I put in here or anything like
Right.
that. It's not something I digitized, it's already mandated. So maybe not. Maybe they were there. And
you just missed
don't
them.
remember.
But it is in the tension setting
Yeah, so this
on
one
the
here,
Solaris or the Destiny or something like that.
Altair, Meridian,
Yeah, all of those.
all that jazz.
All right. So, ladies, again, thanks for joining us today.
Yes.
And sorry we were a little late, but
Sorry.
it's okay.
And don't forget to buy your 12 days, because they're so cute.
Oh, the 12 days of Christmas. If you haven't already bought a bag, they are the bag itself is great.
Yeah.
And then they're all
You got
and
12 gifts. They're all
wrapped.
wrapped for you.
I know. And so you can just get them and put them under your tree. But if you open yours early, don't spill the beans. No. All right.
Don't spill the beans.
I think so. Yeah. All right,
All
ladies.
right, you guys.
Talk to you soon. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.